talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing, baby. Let's talk about healing. Hello, hello, hello. This is your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus, and this is Let's Talk About Healing. We got another hot topic for you tonight. We're getting ready to get on into it. Are you all ready? It's time to talk about healing. Grab your partners, tell them to come on, and let's get this together. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus, here today with another hot topic. I am so glad to be with you guys. Why don't y'all do me a favor real quickly? Y'all know what to do. Go ahead on like and love, share, tag some folk in here and tell them to get on over here. Today is the day. They don't want to miss this. We're shooting once again straight from the hip. Listen, I think our straight from the hip conversations have been amazing. Instead of coming up with scripted things to talk about, we're just talking and we are just vibing. That's what we're doing here tonight. We are vibing on this topic of Let's Talk About Healing. Tonight we are talking about it's okay not to be okay. How many of us ever felt like that? Do me a favor. Go on and tag a few people. Share it on your page. I'm getting ready to do the same. Give me a moment to share or something. And then as I'm sharing, I need you to share so that we can all be in this together. I'm trying to share it to my business page as well and telling them to come on and join us today. You all do the same with a few people on your page. I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, so I was trying to mouth what I was. Don't worry about it. It's crazy. You know, old folks, we gotta take our time and kind of like, let me see, what am I doing now? What am I talking about? But do me a favor, y'all, go ahead on like, tag, and share. And then say something in the comments. Say hello. Let me know what city, what state you are listening from so your girl can come on in here. We getting ready to talk. We getting ready to have this good old refocus conversation. So if you have never been a part of our refocus conversations, welcome, 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 and we welcome you. That's my welcome. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Don't forget to like, tag, and share. Share it with a few people that could need this conversation, need some healing, need to be refocused. This is the place to be on Tuesdays. I got a few announcements, so I'm gonna make a few announcements as we're tagging a few more people, and as I'm kind of like filibustering here through a little comments. Y'all see this t-shirt, right? Right, so you know this is the V-neck fitted t-shirt. It comes in sizes small through 3X. Y'all can get anything I'm getting ready to talk about on my website tonight, FeliciaLynette.net. Go straight there and get it after this is over, okay? But you can also get a crew neck shirt if you don't like the V-neck shirt. A little bit more loose fitting instead of fitted like this one. But the crew necks are also size small through 3X. And then let me go on down the product line here. We have this tumbler here. This is the 30-ounce one. We also have it in a 20-ounce. And then I have coffee mugs here. This is the 10-ounce, but I also have it in a 15-ounce. And then I have this tumbler coffee mug. It's so great, you guys. When these tumblers, they about as good as those Yetis. They keep your drinks hot and cold for a very long time. And then I have this frosted wine glass here. Of course, it got the little refocus on there and then the symbol on the back. It comes with a straw. The tumblers also come with the straw. You all can get all of these items on my website, FeliciaLynette.net, and also a copy of Your Book Situations. If you have not gotten it, what you waiting on? Go on over there after this is over and get you a copy of that book. Can y'all do me that favor and go ahead on and get a copy of it today? If y'all have not gotten it, so we can be able to talk about it, because I share little nuggets from time to time in there, right? So today, you guys, what y'all drinking? Y'all put in the comments. Tell me what y'all drinking. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Michael. Y'all tell me who's in the room. Tell me who's in the room. Say hello. Tell me what city, what state you're listening from. I like to track our footprint. So what y'all sipping on today? Your girl is sipping on a little, this is called Menage a Trois red wine. It's a red blend. It's really good. Don't judge me, judge yourself. Anywho, we are getting ready to get on into this topic, y'all. This ain't church. That's my disclaimer. But every now and then I throw in a scripture too, because I'm a preacher and I can't help it. So anywho, let's get on into it, because I don't want to keep y'all long, y'all. I got about a good, you need that? Okay, tell me what you need, girl. See me, I see you Sunday. Or go to my website. Now, the only thing that's not on my website is this glass. But if you tell me you want it, I'll get it ordered for you. We can talk later about that one. You got water, Kathy? Okay, cool. I like water, just not today, because I'm off. I've been off work for 2 days now. I got one more day off, and I am just enjoying my nice little time off. But anywho, today we are talking about it's okay not to be okay. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that those that are going through things, those that have been through things, those that are experiencing trouble, turmoil, trauma, or anything in your life, it is okay not to be okay. That's what we're talking about today. It's okay. And it's okay even if you are normally the strong person. Can I say that? Even if you are normally the person that has strength for everybody else, answers for everybody else, it's okay for you to take a breath and say, I'm not okay today. Right? Today I had a setback, and I was walking. I walked outside for 2 miles, and I was just talking to God. I'm frustrated. I'm mad. I'm kicking rocks at the same time. But this is still the most peaceful I've ever been in my life. But I'm still not okay. Right? Y'all ever been there? Still not okay? And sometimes when you're not okay, you feel like throwing in the towel. You feel like giving up on life. You feel like you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You don't want to have the answers for everybody else. You don't want to have the solutions. You don't want to help everybody else. You don't want to do nothing but sit and soak in your own stuff, right? It's okay. Don't just don't stay there. But it's okay not to be okay. You just got to know how long to sit there and when to come up out of there. So today, that's what we're getting ready to talk about. How many people have ever experienced trauma in their lives and you felt like giving up? You felt like throwing in the towel. You didn't want to live anymore. And if it wasn't for those of us that have children or family, you just would have given up. You didn't want to be selfish for the sake of them, but you really wanted to give up on life because the situations had you bound. They had your mind perplexed, and you couldn't figure out a way. I just want to tell you today, it's okay. And you're not alone. I've been saying this all month long. Make sure we share the gift of healing with other people. Make sure that those of us that have been on a healing journey, going through a healing journey, we know that it's never ending, right? It's always something that you learn. There have been things on this live that I have found out about myself, and I was like unveiling it as I was talking to the audience. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm revealing this right now, because I've never identified it as that. There are times that you start picturing things and seeing things, and it comes in growth spurts. You know, you can be going on good for a while, and all of a sudden something hits you. And you're like, man, I thought I was over that. Man, I thought I was healed from that. Man, I thought I had gotten delivered out of that. Man, I thought I had fixed that problem. And something comes up and reminds you of that thing. Those are called triggers. Right? There's something that can come up. Somebody could say something and it'll remind you of a past. Somebody can do something and it'll remind you of a bad relationship. Somebody can go in a direction that you didn't want to go in, and you're like, oh my God, this reminds me of that, and you're ready to run. It's a trigger, and it only means you need to deal with that thing even more. Because if the triggers keep coming up and they keep harassing or keep finding themselves in your life, there's something about that says you need to still deal with that. And so when those things happen to me, I find myself sitting saying, hey, wait, because I'm a root cause person, y'all. I like to get to the root cause of things. Hey, Shalandria. Hey, Sharice. How y'all doing? Don't forget to say hello, you guys. And I'm talking about you, Kathy. Don't forget to say hello. Tell me what city and what state you guys are listening from so I can chime in and track our footprint. We eventually want to have a live in-person refocus seminar, healing seminar, where we punch it all out and get some things out and get healed together. Cry it out, get our tissue and all of that, kick and scream and throw stuff around, then we have to clean up. Anywho, we eventually want to do that. So that's why I asked you all to tell me what city and what state you're listening from. But have you ever been in that place that you were just tired? Kids come in, you ain't want to hear them ask you for nothing, but you still mama, you still daddy. You go to work and they ask you for assignments and you still got to do it because you're employed by them and they still sign your paychecks, but you're not okay. I thank God for the kind of job that I have, because there were moments last year that I would walk into work and I'd do a few things and I would walk right back out because I didn't have it together mentally. And they allowed me that safe space to be able to walk away and say, I'll be right back. I stayed around the corner, so I was able to go home and relax my mind for about a good 30 minutes and come back refreshed. Because sometimes we need that. And I had to recognize I didn't have to be strong during that time. See, I'm usually the strong one. I'm usually the one that got the answer for everybody else. People called in the midnight of the night. I'm going through this. I stomped my big toe. I'm finna commit suicide. All of those things. People call me in the middle of the night for, and I'm the person that talk everybody through, pray everybody through. And I was at a point that I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay. And so I had to realize, Felicia, it is all right not to be okay. You ain't got to be strong now, baby. You're going through hell. And it's okay to walk around. It's okay to shed a tear. It's okay to kick and scream. Just when you get done kicking and screaming, come on back out of there, right? You got to know when it's okay not to be okay and know when it's okay to bounce back. You got control. Y'all, here I go with my favorite saying. I post this all the time. Your trauma is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. I can't say, do I need to scream it? Your trauma is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. It wasn't your fault that you were beaten. It wasn't your fault that you were molested. It wasn't your fault that you were mistreated. It wasn't your fault that you were bullied. None of that was your fault. But the healing journey, it's your responsibility. You get to control how much you're going to allow them to control your life. Because if we still allow them, the things that they did to hover over our lives, or just, it's just like a dark cloud that's always right here. How much time and space are you going to give them? Again, it's okay not to be okay, but you get to control when you come out of it, not them. See, I controlled my destiny, and that's what I realized. When I realized I controlled my destiny, I got my voice back. When I realized that I controlled my destiny, I stood up and I squared my shoulders. I planted my feet and I reared my head back and said, I'm going to be all right. Oh, I'm talking better than y'all saying anything up in here. I had the ability to speak stuff into my life to say, girl, you coming out of this. May not look like it right now. May not feel good right now. You may not even like what you're going through right now. But you are coming out of this. Y'all got permission. Tell yourself that right now. Just put it in the comments. I'm coming out of this. I ain't okay right now, but I'm coming out of this. Clap your hands and everything. I'm coming out of this. It's all right. Tell yourself. David said it. I always say this ain't church, right? I always say that. But I'm a preacher, so I got to quote a scripture every now and then. Y'all let me be me, right? Thank you. I appreciate it. David said it like this. He said, sometimes you got to encourage yourself in the Lord. Because when all those friends, all those so-called friends that walked around talking about you when the naysayers were talking about you, that walked around spreading your business saying it must have been something you did, that walked around and told the gossip and started the gossip and lied on you and added more to the gossip, all them people, when they turn their back on you, all you got is yourself and God. And you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to encourage myself through this. I'm going to get whole. I'm going to get healed by any means necessary. And you don't have the power to stop it. Baby, say you talking good. Y'all better go and get y'all some healing. If this is your first time here, every time I say go and get some healing, type in the comments, I believe I will. That's what we doing. That's our little slogan. Let me show it to you if y'all can see this one. Go on and get you some healing. I believe I will. Every time I say go and get some healing, type it in the comments, I believe I will. Y'all better go and get y'all some healing. It is time for us to recognize during what better time to do it than during this mental health awareness month. It is time for us to recognize that we need help. It's okay to get a counselor. It's okay to get a therapist. It's okay to get a life coach. Whomever you got to talk to and go lay on that couch, kick your feet up and get the snot roll. Go and find you somebody to talk to because it's okay not to be okay. Y'all, I come up in the day that church told us that counseling and therapists, it made it look like something was wrong with us. If you got counseling, if you got therapy, what y'all sipping on? My mouth got a little dry. If you got counseling, if you got therapy, they made it seem like you were crazy. They did. All you got to do is come to this altar and let's lay hands on you. And they had you spitting and foaming at the mouth and rolling all in the floor and clapping real fast and saying, Jesus. Listen, y'all know I am a Bible-toting, tongue-speaking Jesus lover. But it's okay to have counseling. It is okay to have counseling. Sometimes laying in that altar was not enough. Because all you did was you left there with a whole bunch of snot and tears you done cried. Maybe you felt a little weight lifted off of you because you released some of the stuff. That's good. You released some of the stuff, but you never talked out the problem. So guess what happened years later? You go to get married. He go to touch you. It sounded like something that was said when you were molested. Baby, and that thing come back up and all of a sudden you got problems in your marriage because now you don't want him to touch you because he sounded like the person that molested you. He touched you the way and it triggered you because you never talked about it. Because you never got counseling. Because you never got healed from it. And y'all know growing up you couldn't talk to mom and daddy now. Because you run around there being fast. If you hadn't had them little shorts on or that little skirt on or your britches too tight. Come on, I'm talking good up in here and ain't nobody said nothing. If you hadn't have done all that, they never would have come after you. Y'all gonna get your tissue, baby, because I keeps the roll right here when I'm talking. If it was always your fault. It was always your fault. That's what happened to you. It's okay. Even today, I don't care if it happened 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's still okay not to be okay about it. It is. The trauma wasn't your fault. But the healing is your responsibility. Y'all better go and get some healing. It's time for us to make up in our mind that we're going to get refocused. We're going to get on our thug thizzle. I love that. We're going to get on our thug thizzle. And our thug thizzle don't necessarily mean just I'm going out making money. I'm trying to be a boss. I'm trying to be a queen. No. You can't be a queen if you're broken. Oh, I'm a sip. Who you queening if you're broken? Who are you helping? Who are you leading if you ain't helped yourself? Oh, this is going to bring me into my segue of this little book here. Sunday at church, they gave us cute little Mother's Day gifts, y'all. It was really cute. And they gave it to the senior mothers. They gave the gifts to the senior mothers. And they brought me this book. Now, I don't know if I'm a little offended that I'm a senior mother now. Like I wanted to say, but I didn't. I love y'all, Rim. Thank y'all. Petty. But they gave me this cute little journal. How befitting. I'm a whole author in these streets, y'all. Did y'all hear me say that? I am a whole author. How befitting that to give me a journal, right? So today, I took the time to flip through this journal. And as I was flipping through this journal, it's very unique. It has some little different pages in here. Then it has pages after here for you to write. Now, I'm assuming you're supposed to look at the different things and whatever triggers you or whatever comes up, whatever emotion, then you write about it. If that's not what you're supposed to do, that's what I'm going to do. Because as I got on back, I started flipping through this back part right here. And this was so interesting to me. It's a dictionary page. Now, y'all follow me. Just go with me really quickly. Y'all remember how you would get the dictionary? It would have one word here and then one word on the back page and all the alphabetical words in between there. Yeah. So on this page, I looked at it today and it said after all at the top. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see. It said after all. And then I flipped to the back page and it says affirmation. The first page says after all and the second page says affirmation. Now, y'all know preachers get a sermon out of any old thing. It don't even take much. You just give us a couple of words, we're going to create a sermon. I started looking at that and it was like I heard God saying, after all the hell, after all the trauma, after all the problems, after all the issues, after all the sufferings, after all the things that you have gone through, been through, and are going through, you got to turn around and speak affirmations to yourself. Baby, that thing made me happy. Now listen, I just looked at this 20 minutes before I got ready to do this live. And I was downstairs boo-hoo and crying like, God, okay. Listen, if you don't understand what your affirmations are, you got to speak them to yourself. I just told you that your trauma was not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. I just said that, right? Right. So after all the hell that you've experienced, after all the trauma you've gone through, after all the problems you had, after all the no's and the doors being closed in your face, you got to speak the affirmation to yourself to say, I'm going to beat this. I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to be better than this. I'm going to be healed. I'm going to be made whole. I'm anointed. I am fearfully, wonderfully made in his image and in his likeness. I am the head. I am not the tail. I am above. I am not beneath. I am the lender. I am not the borrower. I am healed because I am, and because I speak it. After everything that you have experienced, after everything that you are going through, even today, speak good stuff over yourself. Y'all, I got some little post-it notes at work, and I got them posted on several things on the bottom of my computer and everything. So when I open it up, I can look and see I'm speaking good things to myself. I get to declare and decree what shall be, and I get to declare and decree what shall not be. I get to declare and decree that the open door of God is gonna be set before me. God, I feel like I'm preaching up in here. I get to affirm the good things that are going to take place in my life and not the hell that has perplexed my life over these last few years. Listen, I'm going to encourage you today. That's all I came in here to say tonight. It's okay not to be okay, but you got to speak some good things over yourself. You get to affirm the goodness and the greatness over yourself. You get to tell yourself how you getting ready to come out of this and be refocused and be more powerful than ever. It's up to you. The power belongs to you. The scripture says that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. It's in your tongue. You can either speak doom and gloom over yourself and walk around and soak in it, or you can say, I'm coming out. I'm better than this. I'm going to defeat this. God made me a millionaire. In fact, he made me a multimillionaire. In fact, he made me a billionaire, and I'm getting ready to walk in it. How many people are getting ready to speak some better affirmations over themselves? Y'all better go and get yourself some healing. It's time to do just that. I only wanted to spend about a good 20-25 minutes with y'all. I believe my time is nearing. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me on tonight. And can I announce really quickly, starting next week, you guys, hey, Lindsay, starting next week, we're going to move our time up. The 7:30, I think, is a little too late for the summer months. So we're going to move our time up till about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. We're going to try it. If it works for us, great. If it doesn't work for us, we're going to move back a little bit. But we're going to move up next week to 6 o'clock. I'm going to send out several announcements and flyers saying just that. So y'all come on back with your girl at 6 o'clock on next week. It has been my pleasure serving you on tonight. Y'all, it's okay not to be okay. Do me a favor and go on and get yourself some healing, because I believe I will. And this is Mental Health Awareness Month. Can y'all share the gift of healing with somebody else? If just sometimes all people need is a listening ear. Sometimes they don't even need you to say anything. They don't need you to say, I understand because I. They don't need you to say nothing. What they need to do is they need to have you as a listening ear. They need to be able to trust that you're not going to say anything once they tell you. Be healing for somebody else, and y'all going to get yourself some healing, because I believe I will. It's been a pleasure. I love you, and it ain't a thing you can do about it. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. God bless. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for another topic with Let's Talk About Healing. This is your girl, Felicia Lynette Refocus, and it has been amazing sitting with you on tonight. Listen, don't forget, we're live every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join us. Don't meet us here, beat us here. Be ready with your pen and paper. But do me a favor. In the meantime, go on and get yourself some healing. I believe I will.